Ladies and gentlemen, the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs has come to an end. It was an amazing first round. As many people are calling it, it was the year of the upsets. All the division champs are gone. The Pacific, Atlantic, Central, and Metropolitan, they are gone. It's the first time this has happened in NHL history. The second round is going to be great, exciting. A lot of new teams as well you don't really get a chance to see in the second round. So it's a nice view, I think, for the fans getting a chance to see these teams. My name is Randy Dillon. I'm going to break down the second round matchups, give you my thoughts and opinions, and who I think is going to come out on top and go into the conference finals. But you know what? I went I think maybe I think I went 0 for something in the first round pick. So what do I know? But anyways, I'll break down my picks and let you know. All right, I'm gonna start off in the West. We got the Dallas Stars going against the St. Louis Blues in the rematch of their 7-game of the series in 2016 in the second round. This series is going to be very different. You have great goaltending from both teams. Ben Bishop has been spectacular. I think there's a stat he's gone 40-some games with giving up. Maybe not 40, he's gone a lot of games with giving up 3 goals or less. That's just incredible. Jordan Binnington, though, has been storied. He has been rattled and stuff, but he is staying strong. He is staying on top of it. Give credit to him. So goaltending will be important for both these teams. The big guns you can see are going for both these teams. Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Radulov, Klingberg, they really showed up for the Stars. And then the Blues, Ryan O'Reilly's going. You got Tarasenko, Jaden Schwartz, Braden Shen. It's going to be interesting about the defense, though, because I think this is going to be a very tight defensive series between these two teams. The Blues defense is a little bit more bigger, heavier, and rugged, so they may cause problems for the Stars players, but they were able to deal with Nashville's defense no problem. I'm going on a limb here, and I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars. I think they have a lot of big game breakers on their team. As long as Ben Bishop is healthy, I think he gives them a very good chance. Again, the Blues, it's going to come down to Binnington and his performance, because there's going to be a chance he's going to fall off, and hopefully he doesn't. He just goes on an incredible run. But if he does, it's just going to be a hard fall. You look at rookie goalies in the past, guys like Carey Price, Braden Holtby, Corey Schneider. There's a huge list of people. Heck, even Jake Allen, who's not even relevant anymore. But this can happen. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars in this series. All right, we got the Colorado Avalanche going against the San Jose Sharks. For this series, this series I find going to be very tighter than expected, because Colorado and San Jose, not much separate these two teams. You watch Colorado play against Calgary. Other than the first game, they just dominated that series. Nathan MacKinnon was an absolute beast. Philip Grubauer made those big key saves. We're going to see if the Avs can keep this pace going. Their speed will be a factor in this series. The big thing for the Sharks, we saw a tale between two different teams. We saw the good San Jose Sharks and the really bad one. The bad one who gave up a lot of odd defensive chances. They couldn't really hold things down. Marc-Edouard Vlas's return had helped that. And Martin Jones is going to be another question mark, because again, we saw two different types of Martin Jones. A very good one and a very bad one. The big thing here is going to be, what will Joe Pavelski's status be for game 1? We saw that hit, and he was bloody and all that. Hopefully Joe's doing well, but that's going to be the question in this series. Will he be ready to go for the first game? This is very tough, because I don't think there's much separating both these teams. You can give Colorado a little bit of an edge with their speed, but the San Jose Shark defense are bigger. They're going to hit more. So it's going to be different from what they dealt with Calgary's defense. Nothing against the Calgary Flames. I'm going to say this is the year for the Sharks. A lot of the good teams are gone. This is their chance. I'm going to go on the limb and say the San Jose Sharks will beat the Colorado Avalanche and move on to the Western Conference Final. All right, we go off to the East. In the East, we got two very surprising teams that I don't think in October no one thought would be here. We got the Carolina Hurricanes, the bunch of jerks. They're going to face the New York Islanders. This is a very fun matchup, I think, just because, as we said it, in October, no one thought these teams were going to be in this position. Carolina said, oh, they'll be lucky to make it. The Islanders should have been drafting for Jack Hughes. But you know what? Give credit to both these teams. The big thing for the Canes, though, their starts. You watch how they played against Washington in a lot of these games. Their starts, some days, they didn't start on time, and that did come to bite them in the butt. 3 out of the 4 games. So we'll see how the Canes can turn that around when they're on the road, may I say. And then the Islanders, their defense have just been tight. Like, you saw how they controlled the game against Pittsburgh, gave Sidney Crosby, Genny Malcolm, Phil Kessel really nothing to work with. They get a great team effort here. So this one is very tight. It is interesting on what's going to happen. Goaltending is, I think, going to play a huge part here. Robin Leonard, a Vezina finalist, and then you got Peter Mrazek. We saw an up and down series. When he was good, he really helped the Hurricanes, but if he wasn't good, it did not help the Canes to put them behind the 8 ball, so we'll see what happens. I'm going on a limb here. I'm going to say, well, not a limb, I would say this series is going to be tighter than people think. Not much separate these two teams, and just the fact they're here in this position. I'm going to say the Islanders will move on to the Eastern Conference Final, the first time in a very, very long time. Maybe since they won the Stanley Cup back in 1983 after their dynasty. If I'm wrong, I think that's the last time they moved on. But anyway, that's my bet. I'm going to think the Islanders are going to move to the Eastern Conference Final. They're going to beat the Hurricanes. All right, the Boston Bruins going against the Columbus Blue Jackets. The first time the Blue Jackets are in the second round. The Bruins take back in the second round. Now, this series is going to be fun to watch. You're going to have it's going to be a physical series first off. It's going to be a tough, tight checking series. They're going to get nasty, I feel. It's going to be tough and gritty. This is going to be a fun series. The first game in this series, I think, is going to play a lot of factors on who's going to win, because Boston, after coming off that emotional Game 7 win against the Toronto Maple Leafs, they were at a very high emotion. Can they carry that in to Game 1 against Columbus? And for Columbus, the big thing is time off. It is a huge factor. They've been off for almost over a little bit over a week, so that's huge. You know, going down the stretch, fighting for their lives, and now they're rested. They're ready to go. They rolled through Tampa Bay, so I believe the Blue Jackets, I think they feel invincible. They are strong. It's tough to say. I'm going to say the way this series is going to go, I'm going to go with the Columbus Blue Jackets here, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like the way the Blue Jackets are going, how the playoffs are going, this could be their year. But again, who knows? That's the beauty of the Stanley Cup playoff. Well, those are my predictions for you. I'll review them quickly if you missed them. In the West, I got the Dallas Stars beating the St. Louis Blues. I got the San Jose Sharks beating the Colorado Avalanche. In the East, I got the Islanders going on beating the Hurricanes, and I got the Columbus Blue Jackets moving on to the Eastern Conference Final for the first time. So those are my predictions for round 2. I would love to hear what you guys think. Please let me know what you think. Remember, we're all hockey fans. This is a fun time for those fans who made the second round. For those fans who team got eliminated, I understand your pain. It's not fun to watch, but it's going to be fun to watch the other team watch. No emotional attachment anymore, so enjoy watching the game. Anyways, my name's Randy Dillon. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs.